You won't see much of them today, but they're going to enjoy the footy. One team's playing for its season, the other one's playing for its pride in a way. So Bontempelli to McRae. Rickenhame, we're going to call those two names a fair bit today, and if we do, they're going to have a good afternoon. So Burgoyne's got the job on Wallace early, goes back inside, McLean rolls it through. So does Sydney, good starters. That's as quick as it gets.
Bontempelli, and that's why he's so dangerous. He's able to get his hands free and release players like McRae, who just wins a truckload of the footy, and that's where he's dangerous, McRae, taking the game forward by foot. And Mitch Wallace has had a super year, you know, sort of recraft himself as a small to mid-sized forward, not only hitting the scoreboard himself with 22 goals, but a scoreboard impact he has.
His game, so good to see the Dogs start early. Hawks, hands on the football here. Shields back to Hardwick. Bontempelli had to wait a long time, but like he was late in the game against Eagles, strong with his hands there.
McLean, he's got the goal, high tackle on him.
Bulldogs.
So he's forced his way back, you know. You always feel like he's in their best team. Gee, is that an early injury? Who have we got down there at the moment? So McLean.
Always, Bruce, when they grab the outside of the knee, it's not a great sign.
Yeah, absolutely, Bruce. And how quickly things change. Kicks the first goal, gets a free kick, and suddenly all the players understand what's ahead now for Toby. I mean, they see it, and I think the players are very good at recognising serious knee injuries. Luke Beveridge, Bruce, has recognised the scenario as well and went straight down to the bench, I think.
First, Norton up the ground. Now, let's see, he's going to go outside by the look of it and use the run of Smith. Now, Smith comes back inboard. It's a bit of a dart. Has it got the legs? Johannesson gets himself into a goal-scoring position and gets it. Well constructed.
McRae, Bontempelli, who are big inside mids, who like to handball first or move the ball sideways. He's that point of difference. He breaks the line, which allows Johannesson and the rest of your half-back line to run those sort of fat side or open side of the ground running patterns and really get hard forward and either results or get that kick across.
Segler fell to the ground, still managed to get a hand onto the ball, and the Hawks push forward again. Giray, the former Hawk.
Bounce will be interesting here. Can Bontempelli make it talk for him? He's going to work it in front of Scrimshaw, who brings him down as a free kick to the captain.
Bulldogs.
So the neat kick to English, and Bontempelli has started this match as he finished the last one. So Kenny improve on that 4 goals 9 from set shots. That's a beautiful kick. So now the Dogs are rolling along. Dangerous position. Bontempelli, Daniel, hands are pretty good. Suckling, wrong side for him, okay. Bailey Williams, one of the really big improvers at the club this year. Long and high, down the line. Oh, that's a good mark by Wallace.
Williams from the shadows into the sunshine. Segler and Bruce English just waited for Cousins to take the football. Norton gets himself out of trouble to Hunter, who roll onto that left of his. Delivers over the top to Crozier. Hunter, such a clever player. Good use.
Clever. Started the season brilliantly. Good tackle, though, on him. They rip it away with a turnover. And then McRae's lovely left foot kick. Norton has been busy early. Goes back inside. Jason could kick this. He's got 2 in the opening term.
From the Bulldogs, but Norton getting up amongst the, you know, sort of up near the middle of the ground, the logos, the centre half forward rolling. We've seen him lot out of the goal square, but with one down with Toby McLean, the midfielders of the Bulldogs are going to have to rotate through the forward line, which means they'll go deeper down to the goal square to get their rest as much.
Burgoyne, 38 next month, and still offering so much to Hawthorn. Another season coming, which is so exciting. Frost, Shields, had to be quick. Couple of Dogs here, might come unstuck. The Dogs, here's Norton. He fires, he gets their 5th.
And just this surge forward, pressure in your face. Bulldogs defence just keep getting it forward, and Norton finishes off with a great goal. And Hamish, you touched on some of his stats already. There's a 20.
Top of the goal square, Norton flew. Greaves and Howe, they might just combine. Desperation from Richards was terrific. Wallace, quick handball, now a chance. Bailey Smith over his head. Smith has put it through. It was brilliant from Bailey Smith. Ambitious, but the result perfect.
To advantage to Josh Bruce. There was no way the Hawthorn defender could get it. The only person who could was Josh Bruce, so just kicking to advantage. But Bailey Smith, he looked around, and fantastic ground ball get by Richards and Wallace, but looked around.
McAvoy. Libba. Here is McRae on the wrong side, but it's just all the Dogs at the moment. Bontempelli gets it to DeRay on his wrong side. That's a lovely kick to Hunter, who's on the right side for a left footer. In 62 is the record, but we're going back. 1911 secured it, but you weren't there, and neither were I. Day cut off by McRae to Wallace, and then Wallace, does he get the goal? He's having a fine season.
Again, scores off turnovers, and this is what all sides want to do. They want to turn over the footy inside their front half and hit the scoreboard. And we touched on Mitch Wallace early. Not only has he recreated himself as a half-forward, a very dangerous one, he sets up his teammates really well, but I've really noticed his work rate, and that's how he keeps finding space. It's almost like he applies his midfield work rate inside.
Greaves from Burgoyne's total domination, all been played in the back half for the Hawks in this term. So Greaves just getting some territory. Oh, good mark, Cordy. He went pretty early and hung on.
6 days later, Moore, quick handball. Cousins just paused, delivery, not as he would have liked. Caleb Daniel interceptor was heading towards Luke Bruce, but Daniel was reading it like a book. Suckling. Stride towards half forward, floating back. Mitch Lewis did well. Gardner couldn't control him. Wingard just squares it up. It's a beautiful kick. In the end, Hunter just got there in the nick of time. The Dogs might just get out of trouble. Daniel to Williams.
Man, to have 40 disposals in the shortened quarters this year. Great Mark Norton. He has been oh so impressive to Dunkley. Dunkley belting forward, attacking at Suckling. Lovely handball to Johannesson, who kicked a couple of goals in the first term and gets it out wide to Rourke Smith. Nice looking kick, holding the line, is it? Holding the line, it is. Gets the goal.
Smith coming off the wing again. The wings and halfbacks for the Dogs have just been able to push really hard inside forward 50 on transition. And you mentioned that he might be one battling for that final spot, but if you keep running this hard on the wing and you hit the scoreboard, you're pretty difficult to put out of the side.
They did really well. Then Wallace over the top. Norton's got to take on Hardwick. Hardwick did really well. Took the ball cleanly, and then Norton took him.
Holding the ball, incorrect disposal.
Norton played it so well. That unusual kicking style finds English. Has one looking for his second. He's kicked 2 goals in a game before. He's going to be a long way from home, but he's kicked it well. Has it got the journey? I think it's got just about everything. Well done, Tim. Couple of goals for the Dogs, back-to-back, 2 for Tim.
Well, this has been the rapid improvement from Tim English. His involvement around the ground this year, he's had quite a few games where he's had up over 20 possessions, which for a ruckman is sensational. He gets involved in the chains forward, but hitting the scoreboard is really important. And
well played, Greaves. Norton hasn't been beaten in too many one-on-ones today, but he was there.
And the Hawks again have got the numbers, so to the outer side. Burgoyne involved. Hardwick now the long ball towards Bontempelli in the end. I thought it was Mitch Lewis trying to muscle himself into a good position, but in a spot you don't want to get hit, I guess. Big fly from Josh Bruce.
Clear it out, Mitch.
So Bruce
across the middle of the ground if this gets turned over.
McRae's lowish kick. Dunkley had a bit of it. Smith used him well. Dunkley, lovely neck kick. Suckling within range.
Morrison again with Bailey Smith.
Ooh, that's a freak.
Heard the umpire. Dangerous tackle.
Put it to the boot. He holds it out in front, so he can make that decision really quickly and at the last second.
Bruce, he got rid of it in the end. To McRae, then Johannesson. Just gets around Howe, works it into a leading player in Norton, and that was a good kick, good hands to its speed.
Get Hunter, these sort of guys who can run and use the footy, they've just looked so dangerous.
perfect kick towards the fig trees, straight through the middle and back out to 29 points.
Active.
Big fly from Tim O'Brien over the top.
Terrific mark, and then, there is the bloke Jimmy was talking about, and then Daniel goes for goal. He's just got the 3 Brownlow votes. Impressive.
Yeah, massive hanger from O'Brien, but Daniel just read the eyes there of O'Brien, could see what was going to unfold, sort of jumped the route or jumped the path of the kick, and just been an absolute quality day. He's been at free rein across half-back. They've set up really well to release him from stoppages, but his ball use has been sensational. He's been operating.
Last foray forward. Can Gunston get another? He's got 3 for the afternoon. No score. 11-10 to 6-4. 36-point winners, the Dogs. Importantly, they take another step closer to finals action.